My name is Professor Henry. I am talking from my lab on behalf of MTutor. Today we are going to see a topic, basically what is science, engineering and technology. So I will try to, in a small amount of time, whatever possible, I will try to explain to you. I am currently standing in my lab, which is basically for satellite design. We have, in a hurried way, arranged few things so that we can give a better explanations. Basically in India, we have 16 lakhs engineers passing out every year, and this has been the case for last 20 years, we can say, from the start of privatization. And science education has also been encouraged in the last 4 or 5 years with the establishment of Indian Institute for ISER, like Indian Institute for Science Education and Research. So, but still, many of us choose engineering or science or whatever the profession or the passion only for the sake of jobs, majority of us. So there has been a clear mismatch between the passion and what they are actually studying on ground. So it is imperative that everybody understands what is the difference basically between science, engineering and technology. I can give another interesting example to make you understand the link between science, engineering and technology. For example, we are all able to see light with our vision, so that is basically optics or optical science. And we are also able to visualize different spectrums of light. That is a visible spectrum, that is 400 nanometers to 700 nanometers. Right. Now, that is optical science. How can we see light? Basic science is optical science. But using this optical science, we have been able to develop prisms, lenses to manipulate the properties of light. Because light always travels in straight line. You cannot be bent. But still we have been able to manipulate the traveling and the speed and the velocity of the light, modulate the light properties. So we have developed new technology like photonics. Okay. But how did we build these optical components by prism, lens, etc.? Or photonic devices like fiber optic. For example, you can see in our lab, we have a fiber optic core here. So something like this. So these are different types of single mode, multi-mode fiber optic cables, right? So we have been able to invent such kind of cables, or these are the technologies, photonic technology or fiber optic communication technology. But how did we build this fiber optics? How did we build this lenses and thing? That is optical engineering. So optical science, optical engineering and optical technology or photonics are different technologies. So that is the link between science, engineering and technology, right? Now I will try to give a little more in-depth understanding of this science. I told you science is literally just the understanding of the real world using our 5 senses and cognitive abilities, right? That is not the only case. But this science word itself comes from the Greek word scientia, right? And scientia meaning to look for, right? Today we are slowly, around 2012, we have started with the nano age, where we are going to exploit the change in the dimensional change in the materials to exploit new kind of devices, that is nano age. And we are expecting to have a proper cognitive age where we can be able to replicate the functionality of cognitive abilities of a human brain. For example, today we have functional magnetic resonance imaging, which is able to image what we are thinking and process, right? Similarly, we also have optogenetics, which can obtain using optical stimulations information from the nervous system, which are far better than an electroencephalogram or electrocardiography, right? So this is the beginning of the cognitive age, and we believe by 2050 and beyond, the real space age will start where we will be able to travel to other planets very freely. So what is engineering? Engineering is a basic process or the process by which we build this technology. Design and construction. The meaning of the word engineer basically means one who constructs. So design and building structures is the basic ideology of engineering. Okay. So basically engineering is about design and construction. Okay. There are only basically 3 or 4 branches of engineering: civil, mechanical, electrical and chemical. Okay. Where our education system has failed, why we are not able to invent a product. For example, you take a television, you take a radio, you take a mobile phone, you take a computer, Intel. Everything is being made in the West. If you take your physics books or a chemistry books or a biology book, from Max Planck to Newton to Isaac, every contribution in the modern science, I'm only talking about modern sciences, have been always from the West. So it is not just make in India, it is not just boasting about ourselves in Facebook or WhatsApp. It is actually the ability to solve our own problems, our own indigenous issues by using the pure science and pure technology.